everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Friday. Happy Friday. And I was thinking when I was putting my stuff out here, I was thinking, welcome to Crazy Town. I've got so much stuff here and I really need to clean off my table. And I have to say, I watched, Desi, I watched her little cleanup video. I loved it. And it made me feel good to see like her mess that she had to clean up on her table, because that's how mine looks. And I really need to, like I said, when I get my room straight upstairs, I'll have a place to put things until I'm going to show you. Like, I have a lot of stuff, skincare, that I want to show you that I've gotten lately. And so I want to do a separate skincare haul. And so I'll show you that probably, maybe even tomorrow. I have like no idea where I was because I just had to talk to Brooke. What was I talking about? Oh, anyway, so I'll do a skincare video tomorrow. Today is actually Thursday, and I wanted to do my video today because John has been out of town all week. He left Monday morning and he went to Cincinnati, and he had to go to like a work thing, and he comes back tomorrow afternoon, and I want to have all my work done and my video up. I don't want anything stressing me out when he gets here, so we can visit and everything. So anyway, so tomorrow I do plan on doing another video. It's just I'll have all weekend to edit it. So, goodness, I told you, Crazy Town. I was just thinking, I usually come out here, set up my camera, and you know, look and see as good as I can, and see what I need. And I saw today that I needed some powder, so I thought I would just do it on camera and show you, where'd I put it, how good this brush. Sorry, I know I've got so much going through my mind that I can barely finish one sentence before I go to the other one. It's bad when you interrupt yourself. Okay, anyway, this is the Louise Young. It's one of her new vegan brushes, the LY49. This brush, I think you could do everything with this brush. You could put on an all over shadow, contour, blush, powder. I use it for everything. I mean, it's just like the perfect size. But I was going to show you this Fenty powder, how much I like it. I don't care for it with this, just because I don't know, I haven't done powder like this since like high school. I remember I always had that CoverGirl, remember that Noxzema CoverGirl smelling powder? That's what I would use in high school. But I wanted to just knock out some of this shine, like right here in my spots, and show you how good that works. I mean, it knocks out the shine, but it doesn't completely matte it out, and I just love it. So I'm going to go, I've got just a couple of clothing items and lots of makeup. So love this brush, and I am going to get these to put on my website so that you don't have to order from the UK. And I love that powder. Okay, so let's go right into, let's show another brush. This is no stranger to any of you. You probably all have it, but I just wanted to say something about this Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. All these years that people have been using this to put on foundation, I really could not do that because my skin was always flaky and peeling, always. And I knew if I took a brush like this and did like this, that I would just have nothing but yuck texture all over because it would pull up any skin. And that has been the beauty of kind of backing off of all of my harsh skincare and kind of going, I kind of just assess my skin every night or every couple of days. And so I used this morning with, I got a new shade of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. We went out to eat I guess it was last Friday night, and our waitress, oh gosh, she had the coolest name. If I think about it, I'll say it because she was so pretty. She kind of had a Demi Moore type look, and when she came to the table, her makeup, it was just like instantly, her whole face was just so pretty. I just had to ask her about every little thing. So of course I did. And she said she had oily skin, so she was wearing Double Wear. And I asked her what shade, and she knew exactly. She even knew 4-in-1 Shell Beige. And I thought, you know, because I've always used a W, either rattan or tawny. But I knew by looking at her that I could wear that shade, especially when I'm tanning. So that's what this is that I have on today. It's a neutral tone, and I have loved it. And even when I went to go get it, I told the girl at the Estee Lauder counter that, you know, what I used to wear, and I wanted to try this. And she even said that it's a good, she said a lot of people can wear this. And she said it even is a good one to mix in with others. You know how Estee Lauder is just a good thing to have. If you have any foundations that are just a little too, maybe like Nars Sheer Glow or the Josie Maran or any of those Armani, Giorgio Armani, the one that everyone loves, Luminous Silk. Anything like that, a pump of Estee Lauder will make the coverage better, and it'll make it last a little bit longer. And so I think this is a good one. If you're my shade, I think you might want to try it. And I'm sure that you can get a sample at any counter. So I did enjoy putting that on today with this brush. Loved it. Okay, blush. This is the blush that she had on, and I mean, right when she said it, I was like, this girl knows her stuff. It is the new Buxom blush in Ibiza. Now, I have already the, what is the one that I have? It's another name like this. I don't know, I'll put it down here, and I love that one, but this one, oh my goodness, it is just so pretty. Every day I have worn it. I've worn, this is probably the 3rd or 4th day. And even when I start out, like today I started out with something else, I had to put a pop of this on. It is just gorgeous, and this blush lasts all day. If you want to put on your makeup, put on a blush, and have it there at the end of the night, this is it. And they may not look, you know, quite as exciting when you look at them, but they're beautiful. I mean, I just don't think you could go wrong with any of the colors. And if you want kind of a real nudie pink, that Dolly would probably be a good color. I think I have Mykonos is the other one that I have. Okay, so going along with the whole blush theme, and I know I have just gone blush crazy. I think I will probably do maybe a favorites, 10 favorite blushes for the summertime, because I have gotten so many good ones. That Dior blush is amazing. And the Jouer palette is amazing. There's 2 pinks in that Jouer palette that I mixed together that are just gorgeous. So I looked at this, I bet I've passed this maybe 3 or 4 times. And then I think I saw somebody reviewing it, and they loved it, and so I went ahead and got it. And I mean, this packaging, is that not gorgeous? It's the Nars Exposed Cheek Palette. And I want to say, if you get this, make sure you use a real brush, or if you use a synthetic brush, make sure you really, I don't know, a real brush does the best thing. I have been using a Dior brush that I have, like a Dior cheek brush, and that really, you can see in that highlight, it really gets in there. These gelée formulas, you really have to kind of, they're packed tight. They're not going to break apart like a typical shadow would or powder. And but these are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful highlight. I've used that peachy color. Seems like I might have used it the other day when I did that video. And then this color, they're just all so pretty. Brooke just left for work. I had to get her going. Okay, the next thing is this. And I saw that this was coming out. I don't know if I saw it on, you know, Instagram or where, but I asked Brooke, had she seen it? And she said no. And then I went in there, I think it came out on Sunday. They put all the new stuff out on Sunday. And there is one that is, I think, either pink or coral. And then there's this one that is the bronze squad. And I don't know if you guys remember the one that they released a while ago. It was last year, like Cheek Party or something. We have loved that palette. I mean, I think one of them we've even hit pan in. It has hula in it and everything. Well, this one has a new hula. It has the regular hula, and then it has a hula caramel. And so I have both of those on today. I have on this. I started out with this as my blush. It did have like a gold overlay, but I kind of got Brooke to get that off for me. She was swatching it, and I told her to go ahead and get it off because I knew I didn't want it. But it's called Gold Rush. And then that cookie highlighter is gorgeous. And then that is Coralista, which is one of their best-selling, you know, coral blushes. So this is just a really good palette. And this little brush really makes a good contour brush if you want to like really chisel out your contour. And so if I had not loved the other palette so much, I might have passed on this, but I just know that we have really used that other one. So, and the other one's really pretty too. I think it might be better for if you have fair skin. So check that out if you go into Ulta or probably Sephora too. And then this is something that another recommendation that I got from Vanessa, the Bombshell Suite. And I think she had this, yeah, on her Instagram stories. So I went and looked for it at Ulta and they didn't carry it in the store. So I had to order it. And it's the Laura Geller Filter Finish Baked Radiant Setting Powder, Universal. And it looks like this. It reminds me of like some of the Guerlain type powders where you have all the different colors that come together to, you know, color correct. But what this does is it brightens like crazy. And just this morning I texted her and asked her, did she use a brush? Did she use a beauty blender? And she said that actually she uses a lot of different things depending on what she's going for. So I tried to use the beauty blender to kind of set under my eyes, and the bad thing was it's like it didn't work because it carried, I think you kind of need to be able to swirl it around a little bit. Or maybe take your beauty blender and if you bounce it around a little bit, maybe that would help. But I kind of got a little bit of that green look underneath my eyes when I used it that day. I didn't make a video that day, so it was no big deal. I experiment like crazy when I know I'm not making a video. And but then the other day I used one of my Smashbox, you know, kind of light brushes and used it, and it's just beautiful. It's definitely brightening. And matter of fact, Vanessa said if you put it on too heavy, it can lighten your makeup. But like if you want a powder to kind of set and brighten right here, it's just really pretty. And Laura Geller products are just good. A lot of the stuff I got is just stuff that I had been hearing about, and I ended up getting last Saturday, I believe, Saturday and Sunday. And this is something that it's not a must-have. Nothing I show really is. But this is something that is so pretty. I mean, even the packaging, look at that. I mean, that is like the epitome of what I love. I mean, all those nude tones, and it is the MAC Art Library Nude Model. And it's it's some older MAC shadows, and then it's some new ones. And of course, it's got a great big mirror. And here are the shadows. And let's see, this color right up here at the top, that is a really, really, gosh, I don't want to blind you, but this color right here, I'm not crazy about when they do this because it makes me keep this because I like to know what color I'm putting on, especially to tell you guys. But that is called, let's see, so that's Shroom, which is a good, you know, classic color. And then Go Lightly, and then that color is called, it's either Outre or Outre or something. It's O-U-T-R-E, and it's a matte. But that one is a lot like, it's not quite as mustardy looking, but it's a lot like the Uninterrupted and stuff like that. It's just a good crease color. And then it's got, this palette has Tita Tint in it. I believe that's it right there. And that color I thought was discontinued, but that is just a good crease color. It's a good blending color. It's just a good one. So there was a couple of reasons that I wanted to get this palette, and it just has good like this. And then today I put this on like in my outer V, and I was actually going to show you right at the end. I saw something that I wanted to do, and I thought, you know, I'll save that and do it when I'm doing my video. And so that will kind of lead into these. I know this is a crazy video. It's just got all kinds of stuff in here. But this is the Sonia G Brush Set. And they're out of stock, but I messaged them and they are gonna be back in stock in, I think she said mid-March. So it should be any time now. But so many of you had asked me about these brushes, and I've gotten so many brushes lately, but to me, there's just nothing like a good brush. And I always like to, you know, if you guys specifically ask me about something, I want to try it out for you. I've been using these probably the last 3 days, and they are fabulous. I mean, this set, it's the iBasics set. It just has it all. I mean, there is just, You could do anything you want to do with this, I guess, except for maybe brows and eyeliner. But as far as your eyeshadow goes, this is a good set. And so I thought I would take this brush. I love how they're labeled too. They're from Japan. And like, this is the Blender Pro. This is the Pencil Pro. This is the Builder Pro. This one is the Worker Pro. And this one is the Crease Pro. And I'm still kind of fond of a good, I don't know what these bristles are, but this is my favorite. So I'm going to take, I had put a little bit of this color right here in, I believe this one's actually called Nude Model. I had put it in the outer crease, but I noticed I needed a little bit right here. So I wanted to do it on camera so you could see what a big difference this makes when you put a little bit of, woo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put some over here too, because I put too much on my brush. So let me blend that out. But when you put a shadow right there, it just does something different to your eye makeup. Hey Chanel, I've got so much stuff you can't even get over here. It just, I don't know, it just really contours your whole eye and it just gives you a totally different look. So let me take the crease brush, Crease Pro, and kind of blend that out. That's what you should always do. If you touch your eye and you put too much on, put that brush down. Grab a clean brush and try to blend it out, because if you keep trying to with this brush, it's going to be a big mistake. So see how that worked it right out. And I hope that you could see what difference that made. It just, I don't know what it does. It just frames your whole eye. But this is just a good palette if you don't have a lot of MAC shadows and you'd like to try them. I think this would be a good one. The next thing is something that I have worn now, I think twice for you guys. I don't know, I think at least once, but it's these new MAC lipsticks, and they are I think they're called Powder Kiss. They are really cool. This one is Sultry Move, and they're just what you want, a kind of muted, soft lip look. When I saw Powder Kiss, I thought, I don't know, for some reason I thought they were going to be splotchy. I guess I'm thinking of maybe like those powder, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't think they were going to be this pretty. But see how it just already looks blended in and a little worn in already. I have worn that by itself, and then the other one I got is, of course, is this nude, and it is Influentially It. And so it is that lighter shade, but what looks really pretty is when you put this color on and then you put this color in the center. It is a beautiful, beautiful combo. I think I had this on the other day, and they last a long time. They're just really pretty. I just thought about this. I went back there and washed the swatch off and put some stuff up. And my hair, the reason I have my hair back today is because I washed it last night, and you guys know I have the Revlon hot blow dryer brush thing. I have the Conair, and I have that dry bar brush. And so a lot of you have been asking me which one I like, and it was just kind of like the makeup. It was like I had not used each one and thought about it enough to tell you. And if I had to choose just one and get rid of all the rest of them, I would keep the Conair. I think that the Revlon one, it gets hotter. Two, it doesn't give as much curl. The Revlon is going to be more for a straighter, blown out look, kind of like the dry bar brush. And the Conair is what I used last time and what I typically use. It gives me a little bit more, it keeps my hair just having a little bit more movement and a little bit more curl. So today it's straighter, and it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I just look better with it having a little bit of bend in it. So it's getting on my nerves, so I'm having to put it behind my ears. So sorry if that's bugging you that I'm constantly messing with it. Okay, so there's my answer. I prefer the Conair, but I think that you would be happy with any of them. It's so hard. It is so hard, you guys, for me to be negative or really say something bad, because I think that everyone wants something different, and I hate to discourage you or, you know, I'm always really keeping in mind what I tell you, because I don't want you to waste your money and I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant to ever say really anything negative, because, you know, I feel like, well, you might like it, but then I realize you want my opinion. So there it is, the Conair. Okay, this is something that I have waited for. They don't have it. They didn't have it at Sephora. I think I asked for it and I didn't know it was Becca at the time. Or I don't know. They didn't have it at Sephora and they were out of it forever at Ulta. And they just got it back in. And it is the Becca, it's a kind of a weird product, Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. And it's one of those things. It's kind of waxy. It's this greenish color. And I have used it now. I got it last weekend. They had it in and they held one for me. And it's one of those things, I have used it and used it all week to see what to tell you guys. Definitely when you put it on, it's almost like, it's firmer than even the Tatcha primer. It goes on silky. Let's see if we get any tone. There's not really any tone to it. It might cancel out some darkness or redness a little bit, but I have noticed that when I use it, it does help underneath my eyes. It helps those wrinkles right there. And the real way I noticed is yesterday I made the mistake of powdering underneath my eyes after I didn't make sure that there was no, you know how you have to work everything out of your wrinkles before you powder, or else you'll seal those suckers in there and you will just have to deal with those lines all day. Well, that's what happened to me yesterday. So this morning I put that on and I put on my concealer and everything, and when I went to go make sure that they were worked out before I put my powder on, they weren't there. So I do think it helps kind of fill those in before your foundation can get in there, or your concealer. So if you have that problem, I do think it's worth trying. I will continue to use it. Let's wrap it up here, because I know I'm driving you nuts with all this stuff. Okay, art liner. I always go back to my art liner. There's just something about it. I think it's because the little wand thing is so long, it gets in my crazy deep eye right there. It just does the perfect wing, and every time I use it, I love it. It's just, I've used art liner since I was in my 20s. So I went to go get a black one to replace my other one, and they were having a gift, and I won't go into it. It's at the Lancome counter here in town, if you live where I do, and then Estee Lauder is also doing gift. But so she said, did I want to get anything else to get the gift? And usually what I do is give my mom or give my gift away. And so I looked, I said, let me see what other colors you have. And I knew the brown wasn't quite dark enough for me, so I ended up getting this one. And I have it on today. Hold on. And I don't know if you can tell. I love it. It's so funky for me. But it's the violet. And it is so pretty. I love that it's still dark enough to give you that look and give you the wing, but yet it's violet. It's just so pretty. I love it. It gives your eyes like a little bit of color without being over the top. So love that. This is something I haven't used yet. It is the Bare Minerals Hydrating Foundation Stick. I got the color Dune for my summer color. Haven't tried it yet, but I will. Let me know if you want me to do maybe a get ready with me or something, and I'll use this and some of this other new stuff. And then last but not least is a new lipstick. And I got permission to say this morning. I have something let me back up. I've noticed I do my videos closer than everybody else does. Am I too close? Is it too like crazy looking? But anyway, this is a new lipstick, and I was telling you that I have gotten permission to say I am working on something very exciting, something near and dear to my heart when it comes to makeup. And that will be coming out, I believe, April 14th, right around that time. And so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm wearing this lipstick, and it is, I saw it when I went to get the new Chanel foundation. I was looking just at the new lipsticks, and this is one of them, and it's 185 Stillness. And they were actually out of it, and then they called me when they got it in. And it's kind of course it's a nude. I would have to say it's probably a little bit more pink, beigey pink toned than peach. And then I've got one of those Pat McGrath glosses over it. So it just makes a beautiful combo. And then the lip liner I have on is part of my little thing that I'm working on. So I'm going to wrap it up and get my stuff together and then show you a few pieces of clothing I got and then finally let you go. I'll be right back. These jeans that I have on were a suggestion from Laura Vitale, and she told me you've got to get these jeans. She sent me the picture and everything, and I did. And I actually had these on, here, let me sit down. I actually had these on last week, and to be honest with you, I didn't feel good enough in them to wear them. And I felt like, you know, I don't want to show you something if I don't think it looks good on me or it fits, because I feel like that's kind of cheating the product. But I have been back on my low carb, not eating dessert every night, and I've been working out 3 times a week. I'd usually just go every other day. I go work out, and I can really see I've lost a couple pounds. I think I've lost 3 pounds, and I can just see that everything's tightening up a little bit. And so I put them on today, and they fit so much better. So I wanted to show them to you, but they're the Good American jeans. I don't know, looking good and doing good. We are Good American. Huh, I've never had anything from this brand before. But so I'll put the link down below, and here they are. They're a good pair of, I think they probably call them high-waisted, but you know, I'm so long in the torso that my belly button is right here, so they're perfect. I don't like it when they come up so high that when I'm driving, it's like, I don't know, it's too much for me. So I feel like these fit me perfectly, right? I mean, my hip bone is right here, so they're coming right up over like they should, and stretchy, I mean, just, they zip right up and feel amazing. And hold on, I wanted you to be able to see the whole jean, and I feel like they're a good length for me. And the boots I have on are Vince, and they're kind of old. They're from a couple years ago, but I love them. They're a good kind of medium height. And the only thing is I want to show you is my big old butt. I'm not showing you my big butt, but I wanted to show you the pocket because I wanted you to make sure that you saw that. It's kind of like a little detail that I like because I like funky, different stuff. But I wanted to make sure I showed you, so in case you didn't like that, you could pick maybe another style or another color. But I really recommend, if you are like me and you have a curvy body and need some little bit of stretch, you will love these. Even when I walk, and you'll know what I mean, it's like I feel my skin moving inside the jean, even though they look skin tight. And I love that. I don't like it when I'm wearing a pair of jeans and I'm, you know, like plastered like this. I like to have like a little bit of movement inside my jeans, but yet they still look tight and skinny. So anyway, thank you, Laura, for recommending these. And then I have my Gucci belt on. That is one of my favorite pieces. I'm also getting ready to do my favorite designer pieces for you guys. And the little Cami is one that I just bought yesterday at Walmart. I bought one for Brooke and I. This is the medium. I bought her the small. And what I like about it is it has like that little bit of gathering right there, which I think is pretty. And then this little tweed jacket, I believe it is, if I had to guess, it's Zara. Oh no, it's Rebecca Taylor. So that is my outfit of the day. And of course I'm still carrying, let me get my bag. I'm still carrying my Gucci bag that has the same, see how it has the same like feline on it, and then on the other side it has Gucci. This bag, I mean, it has like ruined it for all my other bags because it's perfection. It is perfection. Okay, and for accessories, I have on the Sheila Fajol, I believe they're the Frederica hoop. And I have on my Gucci like lion ring, And I have this on because I'm going to take it today to the jeweler. You might have seen it, but it's my grandmother's, my dad's mom's wedding set. Here, here you go. The solitaire is mine, but the one with the 3 diamonds, I think I'm going to take it today and have it sized down to wear with my wedding ring on my finger. So that's why I'm wearing that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.